Hey everybody, Tom Barnes, stories from the 70 AM. Today's story, a little bit downtown in the Louvre, also in the Corner Park, which is the park that I dear and dear love. I have my friend Ruben Quesada here, and you've seen his work in the New York Times, the Atlantic, among other things. Ruben, how are you? And welcome to Stories from the 78.
Hi, Tom. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well, enjoying the little bit of sunshine that we have. Hopefully, it lasts through the weekend.
Yeah, right. I feel like even that it's still cold out, the warmth just pulls your brain into thinking it's actually warmer than it is. So, which is good because you have a big event tonight downtown at the Poetry Foundation, 61 West Superior. So tell people all about it because it's an in-person event. It's also a streaming event, but it has to do with your one-of-a-kind anthology that you put out to really put a spotlight on a certain subject. So I'll let you explain.
Sure. Tonight, the Poetry Foundation is hosting a launch for my new anthology, Latinx Poetics, Essays on the Art of Poetry. They've invited about 10 contributors of the anthology from all across the country. Each of us will have an opportunity to read some of our own poetry, and there will be a bit of a Q&A at the very end. So it's a pretty special thing to bring so many people from one anthology at one place. And of course, the birthplace of poetry, the Poetry Foundation is just a perfect place for it.
Yeah, it's a wonderful event, and it has an opportunity to really shine a spotlight on the Latinx or the Latin America, the voice of poetry, because people think of poetry, you learn about certain poets in school like Carl Sandburg or Robert Frost and things like that, but there's many other poets out there that are alive and well and from different voices, and that's really kind of what you want to highlight, right?
Yeah, that's right. Many of the contributors in my anthology are of Latin American heritage, Spanish speaking, Portuguese speaking, a good amount of voices from across the country. And you're right. Sometimes we learn about Carl Sandburg or William Carlos Williams, and that is someone who really inspired indirectly this book. There's another great poet here in the U.S., Julia Alvarez. She's been
Mm.
around for such a long time, and she wrote an essay about discovering that William Carlos Williams had Puerto Rican descent, and it was her calling to shine a light on other Latin American or Latinx people, and I wanted to do the same with this book.
And you do that with the book for sure, and you also do it with this event where people can kind of come in and enjoy it, listen to these readings, people in person if they make it to the event. How do people get involved with purchasing tickets? Is it a ticket event or is it a free event? How does the whole thing work?
Sure, it is a ticketed event, both in person and online. It's through the Eventbrite system. You can register online at through the Poetry Foundation's website, or you can go to my website, rubenquesada.com, and find more information about how to tune in. And it's going to be amazing to hear so many different voices all in one place, just in one night. It's one of a kind for sure.
Right, and Ruben, I'll be sure to put a link on this story as well to make sure people have that right there so they can click it, link right to the Eventbrite page, and I'll also put your page in there. And your book came out in November of last year, and it's I imagine that was a huge accomplishment in itself just to put out a book kind of like this. It's a one of a kind kind of a look at what you're doing. That's an incredible feat.
Thank you. Yeah, the book came out in November. It's a great little paperback book that I absolutely love. Has a wonderful cover from the University of New Mexico Press. I've been working on this for many years, and to see it finally in the world is almost like seeing a loved one or a child and just kind of letting it go into the world and hoping that it survives. And so the Poetry Foundation is really helping us keep it alive.
And people can see this up close and personal, 7 o'clock tonight at the Poetry and Foundation, 61 West Superior. downtown Chicago, where it should be. It's a great spot, like you said, and a great way to celebrate poetry in the month of love, right? Here we are, it's February, so why not? I mean, I know poetry encapsulates so many different things, but I think people think of poetry, love, Valentine's Day, so I just made that little connection myself. But either way, I digress. Ruben, thank you. And if for people want more information about you, the website again for you?
RubenQuesada.com.
Fantastic. Well, again, we'll look forward to seeing you a little bit later on tonight.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Thank you.